Who are the worst heroes in Deadlock to go against when they're completely fed and have a high soul advantage against you and your team? First, we have Abrams. I think he's a don't take 1v1. I think he's good. I've been Abrams enough times to know that even when I'm fed, I'm not invincible. Next, we have Bebop. I think a Bebop can carry the entire team. With his ult and his bombs, you can pretty much one-tap anybody, and it's really annoying. Next, we have Dynamo. He's gonna be on the nobody cares list because honestly, when I've had a fed Dynamo, he's more of a support character, so as long as you don't get caught in his ult, you're fine. Great Talon is going to be strong. Pretty much as long as you close the gap and don't get caught out in the open, his arrows are going to hit incredibly hard, but if you don't get caught in the open, it's going to be fine. Haze, I'd rather forfeit. When you have a fed Haze who has all the DPS output and comes in your team and ults and it kills everybody, she is a problem to deal with. And Furnace carries entire team. Furnace's biggest plus when he's fed is the tick damage from his burn that lasts incredibly long and ticks you till you're dead. Ivy, she's strong. Her ult is more of a utility. Her gun can actually do a decent amount of damage, but her main thing is going to be the vines that come up from the ground. Sometimes she's really hard to deal with, but she's definitely strong. Kelvin is gonna be don't take a 1v1 with Abrams. I think with Kelvin, making sure that you don't get hit by the ice beam and the grenade, and if you try to duel inside of his dome, if he's fed, he's very strong. Lady Geist, also in a don't take 1v1. Lady Geist has a bunch of mystic power, and if you're in a 1v1 with her and she's fed and you end up somehow winning that trade, you're likely gonna get ulted and get killed. But her lack of mobility doesn't put her in the carries entire team. Lash, I'd rather forfeit. When you have a Lash that is constantly moving, constantly smashing the ground, and his gun can do a lot of damage, I definitely think when the Lash is being fed, they are so annoying to deal with. Next, we have McGinnis. Nobody really cares. I think her turrets are strong, but that's really the biggest thing with her is the slow from her turrets. Her ult is fine, the wall's fine. She's, again, more of a support character. Mo and Krill. Don't take a 1v1. When he has the disarm and the stun on the ult, he's probably tanky. So if you're not doing enough damage, he's just gonna burn you until you don't have any cooldowns left to go. Paradox is very interesting. I'm gonna put Paradox into carries entire team. With her wall that can be put up multiple times in a fight, her charge shot for the slow that takes a lot of your health. When you have a strong Paradox who knows what they're doing, they can definitely take more than one enemy out at a time. Pocket, I'd rather FF. He has his briefcase, he has his TP, usually Majestic Leap. This man is impossible and gets away with everything like OJ. 7, I'd also rather FF. Right now the meta with him is Magic Carpet. He'll throw a ball, he'll stun you in ball, he'll charge gun, and by that time with this combo, you're completely dead. Vindicta carries entire team. She's really good at ISOing people who are out of position and sniping them in the face. I think she's a better version of Great Talon. She can get caught in the air even if she's super fed, so that's something that doesn't make her as I'd rather forfeit. Warden carries entire team. With his cage and his grenade that does a lot of damage, on top of Fleetfoot, and he's gonna be tanky, Warden can absolutely carry an entire team when they're fed. Wraith carries entire team. Wraith's combo is really good with being able to use her ult and her cards. Because she has a lot of bullets in her magazine, each bullet doesn't do a lot of damage, which gives you a lot of time to try to figure out how to take the fight. But because of her combo, if done correctly, she will reload her cards by killing one person and be able to nuke another person. Yamato, I'd rather FF. Dude, her ult, literally her ult is just insane. Her charge shot can chunk half of your health. She doesn't die, and when she's about to die, she uses refresher and then ults again. A Yamato is, oh my god, I'm PTSD from Yamato players. Shiv carries entire team. He doesn't die. He bleeds you until 1 HP. And if you have a really good Shiv who has constant lifesteal, he's dashing all the time, full rage mode. And we've seen some insane clips of him and his survivability. Viscous. I'm torn between don't take a 1v1 and carries the entire team, but there's enough Viscous mains now that their survivability between Cube trying to punch you away and the ball make them incredibly difficult to kill, as well as constantly getting stunned from their ball and actually doing a lot of damage. Last but not least, we have Mirage. He's gonna be in the don't take a 1v1 tier. His gun is actually really strong and his tornado lift up makes him really hard to deal with when he's super fed. What do you think of this list and how I did if these players are fed and how difficult they are to deal with?